together, and I went on and I looked at Betty speaking. I just sat and I cried and I cried. And the reason I cry is because the heart of God that lives so deeply and fully in me, that says we have to stop this pattern of women being abused. And you can't run out there and you can't just say, stop it, you guys. That doesn't stop anything. You've got to change the woman. So the woman will say, I will take no more. And Queen It's a New Day was birthed for that purpose. It was birthed to break the cycle of abuse.
Yes.
And the good news is, it does.
Yes.
And you saw some of the pictures of Queen and what some of the women go through, but I'll give you a little rundown. And then I'm going to introduce you to this amazing woman, Susie, who was a queen. And she still is a queen. But now she's a healthy, whole, prosperous queen. One that would only make good choices on her own behalf and for the life of her children and grandchildren. So at Queen It's a New Day, we take 100 women and we have nominated a queen. You could go to our website if you know anybody you'd like to see that would really benefit from this. You can go on the website and you can nominate a queen and mail it in. And we will take 100 queens November 12th and 13th of this year to a hotel, the Holiday Inn in Everett this year. And they will arrive on buses, and there will be a red carpet laid out for them because they truly are queens. When they get there on that bus, I go on the bus and I get to tell them how wonderful they are and what they have to experience. And when they get off that bus, the red carpet is laid out, and there's many wonderful men wearing black and white and the navy there that take their arm and walk them down the red carpet. And in the beginning, the ladies are looking at us like, why would you do this for me? Right? Because they're walking like this. But as the day goes on, and pretty soon they're looking back at you like, get out of my way. I mean, those ladies are literally transformed from the inside out. There's 60 hairstylists, nail artists, pedicures, manicures, chair massage, waxing, speakers at lunch, a great lunch, a before and after picture. At 4 o'clock, they put on their gala dress. They stay overnight in the hotel. Every queen gets a queen's lady, by the way. A queen's lady is a mentor that walks with her throughout the day and just tells her she's worth all this in every good way possible. And so then she puts on her gala dress, and she is done, and she is ready to be received one more time. But this time, walking down that red carpet, she's not down, she's up. And she knows that she's a queen. And she is starting to lift that head up higher. She has been loved on layer after layer after layer all day long. And you can just watch the transformation. You know the power of words. We all know the power of words. And those words spoken over those ladies, if it takes 10 positives to wipe out 1 negative, it happens. It happens in their lives. So they get ushered into the gala event by the gentlemen again, and they sit with us. We all sit together. You can't tell the queens from the volunteers and the staff other than we're tired and they aren't. Okay, they are just bright and cheerful, and we're going, oh my gosh, we're getting through the day, right? Every queen gets 3 back-to-work outfits, by the way. Shoes, and all the accessories and jewelry. And last year, a Christian Bible store gave them purple Bibles with Queen It's a New Day on it engraved. It's on their pillow when they get there, and there's gifts on their pillow when they get there. It's just the most beautiful, beautiful expression of God's love. So they sit at the gala, and they have their dinner, and they have entertainment, a keynote speaker, and the queens are there, and everything is just powerfully on behalf of the goodness that truly does live within them. We're just kind of bringing it back to life, right? We're just letting them know it's still there. Get that light shining brighter and brighter, because it is not snubbed out. We're not going to let that light get snubbed out. So there's a point in the evening, excuse me, there's a point in the evening when I'll say Queens arrives, and they do, and all the gentlemen come around the tables. We had about 400 guests last year at our gala. It was our first gala. It was so beautiful. And the queens are ushered up to a stage, and like this, and she would come across the stage, and she'd say, hi, my name is Susie. Hi, my name is Judy, and I'm a queen, and it's a new day. And everybody claps. And you could feel that heart turning and changing as she says that. And as she walks off the stage, you can see she truly is. If you can see the heart of a soul, you can see that she is changed and it is a new day. So the evening continues on celebrating their life. They go back to the hotel, they stay overnight. They wake up in the morning, put on their back to work clothes. It's a job fair, college fair, classes. It's very pragmatic. And they're ready to roll. Resume writing, goal setting. It is a day of learning and accepting I am somebody and I'm going to get out there and I'm going to learn to be self-sufficient and I'm going to have a good life for me and my children. Okay? During the middle of the day, there is the opportunity for them to receive scholarships. We had ITT, we had other colleges there giving scholarships out for women. And at the end of the day, they have graduation and an impartation where we send them out saying out of our mouths and them saying out of their mouths, I am going to have a new day. Now, I want to introduce you to a very special woman friend of mine. Her name is Susie. And can you give her a hand? Susie is a queen, and it is a new day.
Thank you, Pastor Judy. Good evening and welcome. I was one of those women who was called a late bloomer. I was 47 years old when my drug addiction began. I was the mother of two, raising two boys, married, had a home, and a business. At the age of 47, I lost my father. He was the rock of my family as I'd gone through a bitter divorce. Because of him, my son graduated from high school in 2010. Because of him, I had the home where I could raise my boys. Because after my divorce, I was left with nothing. And my father helped me rebuild my life, and when he passed away, my whole life crumbled. Shortly after that, living in the home, the boys had moved out, I was on my own, still a businesswoman, watching 10 children a day, 6 days a week. As life took me, I met a young woman who was homeless. And I had been to the Evergreen State Fair that afternoon with family, and I heard this little girl say, Mother, I'm hungry. Where are we going to sleep tonight? Somehow my heart turned and said, I don't know you, but I have a 2-bedroom house in Snohomish. You and your daughter are welcome to come. That night they went home with me. Within 1 week, because of the tragedy of losing my father, I did not know that this woman was smoking crack cocaine. Because of my feeling despaired and lost, I indulged in crack cocaine. I didn't realize what it was at the moment that I did it, but within a couple months, my life was shattered. I lost my business, my house, my 2 boys had grown, and I continued smoking crack cocaine. I went several years during my addiction, and finally one morning I woke up and I said, God, either take my life or turn me, give me some reason to live. At that moment, I entered the doors of Life Change Ministry 1 hour after I had said those words. I had one of my gentlemen, because with drugs, you do all sorts of things. I did prostitution, I had theft charges, I had a pretty good criminal history. And he came, I called him up, and he took me to the doors of Life Changes. And I entered Life Changes on August 15th, 2006. Broken, low self-esteem, and totally lost. 100 pounds, a broken eye. I got to participate in a 2-day event called Queen, It's a New Day. What amazing 2 days. I was pampered with the new hairstyle, makeup, jewelry, massage, new clothes, and so much more. I couldn't believe how good I looked and how I felt. Also during that event, I was able to hear many inspirational speakers, attend several workshops. At the end of this event, totally transformed, I was able to hold my head up, looked amazing, and felt like a new person to go along with my new journey in my recovery. Queen It's a New Day was amazing due to all of the wonderful volunteers who donated their time and wisdom. I am grateful today, as without Queen It's a New Day and life changes, I wouldn't be where I am today. I now am one of those people who have donated my time to the event, so women who started out just like me have the opportunity to feel worthwhile and realize it. Doesn't matter how you look or where you or how you arrive, it's how this affair makes you feel at the end. Now, because of this wonderful program, I just recently quit my job after 5 years, and I didn't think I could be employable. I have 5 beautiful grandchildren that I see. I rekindled a long-term abuse from my mother 4 years ago. She passed away in October, but the words that I longed to hear for so many years, she finally said, "Susan, you've done an amazing job. I don't know what that program did to you, but I love you and I'm proud to call you my daughter." In closing, I want to thank Pastor Judy for always believing in me and following her dream to create this event, as none of this would have been possible. Thank you so much. Enjoy your evening.